Hi friends, welcome back, and if you're new to our channel, thank you for stopping by. Today I have decided to show you how we can make a beautiful headband for a baby girl, and we'll be using two different colors. And here I have already done a slip knot, and as my yarn is a bit thick, my hook size is number 10. After that we are going to chain 10. While making the chain of 10, it's better we keep a count. Now, here I'm doing a chain of 10, but you can take chains in the multiple of 2 plus 2. So 8 plus 2 is 10. Once 10 chains are done, I am going to do a single crochet into the second chain from the hook. Once that is done, that's a single crochet. After that I chain 1, and then I am going to skip a chain space and work a single crochet. Then I chain 1, and again what we are going to do is skip one chain space. That's the chain space that I'm going to skip and work a single crochet. Now again let us chain 1, skip one chain space, and into the next chain space we work a single crochet. Now I think this will be better. I've zoomed in. Now again a chain of 1 is done. After that let us skip one chain space, and into the last chain for the final chain I work a single crochet. So this is how it looks right now. Now I am going to chain 1 and turn my work. Chain another one, that is, so counting the first one, it's pick up the chain. After that yarn over, we pull up a loop, again yarn over, we pull up a loop, yarn over, that is pull up a loop. This we do twice. If you count the stitches on the hook, we will have 7 number of stitches. Yarn over, pull through all the stitches again. The third time. Now if we count the stitches, we have 10, so yarn over, pull through all the stitches, and then chain once. Now the chain of 1 is done, so that the puff stitch remains intact. So yarn over, pull through, this is the third time. Now yarn over, pull through all the stitches, and let us chain 1. 1 2 3 4 4 puff stitch done. Now there is one chain over there. If you look at the back, you can identify the chain. There I worked a single crochet. If you wish to, you can work one half double crochet there as well. I chained 1 and I just turned my work. Now into the same space let's work a single crochet. After that I chain 1, and into that space again we work a single crochet. The same thing is being repeated. Chain 1, and in between the two puff stitch we work a single crochet. Chain 1, and again into the space between the two puff stitch we worked a single crochet. After that I chain 1, and there is one chain space. We have to be careful with that. That is the chain space where we are going to work a single crochet. So that's done. Now let's chain 1, turn our work, and now we are going to start off with the puff stitch again into that space That's the yarn over, pull through. First, this is the second time, and this is the third time. That's done. Now yarn over. If we count the stitches on the hook, we have 7 stitches. Yarn over, pull through all the stitches. After that, I chain 1 to lock the puff stitch. Now yarn over, we pull up a loop, yarn over, let's pull up a loop into from the same space, yarn over, again we pull up a loop. So 3 times we did, and we have 7 stitches on the hook. Yarn over, pull through all the stitches, and then we chain 1. So the second puff stitch is done. Now into the next space, again we are going to work our puff stitch. So after that I chained 1, and right now 3 puff stitches are complete. Now we have 1 more space left. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, again pull through, yarn over, pull through. Now finally yarn over, pull through all the stitches, and then we are going to chain 1. So my 4 puff stitches are done. After that we have 1 chain space right there in the end. There we are going to work 1 half double crochet. That is the half double crochet. That's done. Actually, if you do a half double crochet, then the height of the stitch with the puff stitch matches. Now after that I chained 1 and I turned my work. Now into the space we work a single crochet, chain 1, and into the space again we work another single crochet, again chain 1, into the space between the 2 puff stitch we work a single crochet, then I chain 1, and into the space between the puff stitches we work a single crochet. After that I chained 1, and then what we are going to do is we are going to work a single crochet into the very last chain. See, that's the chain. It's very easy to identify the chain. Then I am going to chain 1 and turn the work. Now into those spaces, if we pull the work, you'll understand clearly where we need to work the puff stitch. Actually the puff stitch is going to go one top of the other. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through second time, yarn over, pull through, this is the third time. Now yarn over, pull through all the stitches. After that we chain 1 to secure the puff stitch. Now yarn over into the next space. We are going to pass the hook thrice and do the yarn overs, and yarn over, pull through all the stitches. Finally then we chain 1. So this is how it is to be worked. Yarn over into the gap. We are going to do yarn over thrice till we have 7 stitches on the hook, then yarn over, pull through all the stitches. After that I chain 1. So this is the process that is to be followed for making these tiny puff stitches. The final one is done. After that I chained 1 to secure the stitch, and then into the last chain space we are going to work 1 half double crochet. As I always say, when we are crocheting, it's better we pull the stitches so that the hidden chains become more prominent. After that I chained 1, and then I'm going to turn the work and start off again with a single crochet. After that I chain 1, and again another single crochet in between the 2 puff stitches. Now again chain 1, a single crochet in between the 2 puff stitches, chain 1, single crochet in between the 2 puff stitches, I chain 1, and then I am going to work a single crochet into the last chain space. So that's done. So this is how it looks. It's a very easy way of working the headband. This is the headband. If you wish to increase the width of the hairband, you just have to take more even numbers. Here I have taken 8 plus 2, 10. You can increase, and this we are going to keep working till we get our desired length. Now if it's for a baby, it has to be of a smaller length, and if it's for a big girl, then it has to be a bit longer according to the size of the head. So I wish to work a few more rows, so let's do that again. I chained one, I turned my work, and into that small gap we are going to work the puff stitch. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through second time, yarn over, pull through, that's the third time. Now yarn over, pull through all the 7 stitches. To be sure, you can count the stitches. Once you have 7 stitches, yarn over, pull through all. After that I chain 1, again yarn over into the next chain 1 space. We are going to work thrice. Once we have 7 stitches on the hook, yarn over, pull through all the stitches, and then we are going to chain 1. So let us keep working in the similar manner till we get our desired length. Then I'm going to show you what next is to be done. Now this particular pattern for making the headband can also be used for different other projects, like it can be used for making handles for the bags, etc. So working into the last chain space, and there I am going to work 1/2 double crochet so that the height of the stitches remain same. Then I chained 1 to secure my work, and then I am going to snip off the yarn after keeping some amount of the yarn so that it can be stitched. So this is it. This is the right side and this is how it looks. We are going to stitch it this way. Now let us work a beautiful flower for our headband. Let's start off with a slip knot. I am using the pink yarn. You can use any color. Once the slip knot is done, I am going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now we are going to slip stitch into the very first chain. That's done. Now let us chain 3. 1, 2 and 3. The chain of 3 will be counted as 1 double crochet. After the chain of 3 is done, into the tiny ring I am going to work 1 double crochet. So the chain of 3 plus 1 double crochet is done. After that I chain 1 and then work 2 number of double crochet as the first one. This is the second double crochet. Now let us chain 1 again, and into the ring I am going to work 2 number of double crochet, 1 and 2. Now again chain 1 and into the chain space or into the ring we are going to work 2 number of double crochet. First batch, second, third and the fourth batch. Now again chain 1. Let's work the fifth batch of 2 double crochet. That's the fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now let us chain 1 again and work 2 number of double crochet into the tiny ring. That's the second double crochet. Now let's chain 1 and slip stitch into the topmost chain of the very first chain of 3. Now if you count the double crochets, we have worked 11 double crochet plus the first chain of 3, that makes 12 double crochet. Now my slip stitch is done. Right now this is how our first round looks. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to slip stitch in between the 2 double crochets and work a chain of 4, and into the same space I am working 1 triple crochet, for which we do a yarn over twice and then work our triple crochet. So after that I am going to chain 3 and then into the chain 1 space I am going to slip stitch. Once that is done, let us chain 3 again, and then I am going to work 3 number of triple crochet. So we wind the yarn twice around the hook, and in between the 2 double crochets I am going to work my first triple crochet. Now again this is my second triple crochet. It's same as the double crochet, just that one step is extra. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. So my 3 double crochets done. After that I chain 3 and into the chain 1 space I do a slip stitch. So 2 of my petals is done. Now let us chain 3 again. After that, into the middle of the 2 double crochets I am going to work 3 number of triple crochet. That's the first one. This is the second triple crochet, followed by the third one. So that's the third petal. After that I am going to chain for chain 3, and into the chain 1 space I am going to do a slip stitch. So this is how it is to be worked. 3 of the petals are done, 2 is complete, and the first petal is a bit incomplete. Now I just did a chain of 3. After that I'm going to work a triple crochet in between the 2 double crochets of the previous round. That's my first triple crochet. This is my second. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Now again winding of the yarn twice, and I just worked my final triple crochet. After that I chained 3, and into the chain 1 space I am going to slip stitch. So that's done. Now let's chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and wind the yarn twice around the hook and work 3 number of triple crochet in between the 2 double crochets. That's the first. This is the second triple crochet, followed by the third triple crochet. After that let us chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and then slip stitch into the chain 1 space. Once that's done, let us chain 3 again, 1, 2 and 3, and work a triple crochet again in between the 2 double crochets 3 times. That's the first triple crochet, followed by the second triple crochet in the same space, now finally my third triple crochet. Once we finish working the triple crochet, let us chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and slip stitch into the chain 1 space that is still vacant. That's the chain 1 space, so let us slip stitch into it. Once the slip stitch is done, let us chain 3. As I told you, this first petal is incomplete. 1, 2 and 3, and if you remember we had worked chain 4 there. That is because we needed to work a triple crochet. So I'm going to slip stitch into the topmost chain, and then I chain 1 to secure the work. Once done, let us snip off the yarn, and this is how our cute flower looks. It's a beautiful flower, very easy to work. Now let's hide the loose ends with the help of the tapestry needle so that our work looks neat. This particular crochet flower can be used for different other projects. It can be used in caps, headbands. It can be used in different other projects as applique. Back to the headband, what we are going to do is we are going to sew the 2 ends, for which the wrong side is going to face outside, and now we are going to stitch the 2 sides or the 2 ends together. It's just very simple. We are just going to use a tapestry needle and sew it. Now if you're making this headband for a little girl, you always have to take the measurement. If it's better, once the band is made, you measure it around her head. That way it will be easy, because this particular headband is a little bit stretchable, so don't make it too loose. And so my stitching is almost complete. After that I am going to hide the loose ends, and I am going to show you how we are going to stitch our pretty flower. Now the pretty flower, the process you can use for making a flower for your other projects as well. So I'm going to tuck the loose end now. This is also an important task so that we get a neat finish, and finally it's done. Here I am trying to hide more of the loose ends, and this is how our headband looks. Now this is my pretty flower which I am going to sew to my headband. Now while crocheting the flower, it's better you keep a longer tail so that it becomes easy to sew. My tail which is attached to the flower is a bit shorter, but you should keep it a bit longer. That way you can secure your flower to the band properly. Now we are just going to sew it carefully so that the flower doesn't get damaged. And this is how we are going to do it. We are going to use the same colored yarn, and this is how we are going to sew it. And after that, the loose end is to be tucked carefully with the tapestry needle. See, I'm still tucking the loose end, and wow, look at it. This is how my pretty headband looks, and you should try this. It's very easy to work, and I'm sure your little girl is going to be happy wearing this hairband. I have shown how to make the headband in simple steps. I have shown the process repeatedly so that the freshers can also try making this beautiful headband. For the near and dear ones, and I'm sure your daughters, your niece, or for whoever you are going to make this headband is going to love it. So thank you my friends for staying till the end. If you all have liked the video, to give a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family members. If you are new to our channel, do consider subscribing and stay tuned for interesting videos. So till we meet again, it is bye bye for today. Stay safe guys, bye bye.